What is this? The indifferent wonder of an edible place? Sure, I have no clue what this is. Let's check this out. The indifferent wonder of an edible place. Ultra. Often in these games, the graphic settings do nothing. Issued in public interest by the Ministry of Entangled Histories. Government of India. Prime Minister Building Eater Employment Program. Prime Minister Building Eater Employment Program? What? Attention is invited to the announcement of Pradhan Mantri Building Eater Employment Guarantee Scheme PIMBEEP, which provides a number of legal entitlements to workers engaged in the act of consuming built heritage sites under government directive. Guys, I'm struggling. This program, implemented under the guidance of the Ministry of Entangled Histories and the Ministry of Labor and Employment, will provide great relief to the jobless youth of our country and will aid in the necessary removal of all entangled and dubious history that has long prevented our nation from achieving its glorious destiny. What the fuck am I reading? Oh, God. The scheme applies to every adult member who can produce a municipal issue job card and ration allotment. Sorry. And ration allotment certificate at any Mamlatdar office in Matsya Zilla no later than the 14th of December of this year. Oh my God. Edible places recruitment. Oh, what the heck? What is this? What is this? Okay. WASDA, Sprint, click. Wait, what? There's a mouse button for eat, and then there's a mouse button for do not eat. Hey, goats. Do you want to get pop in voice chat? If you're feeling it. Oh, wait, your kids are coming. Never mind. It's okay. The pointer of the scope shows the position of an edible block. When it is at the center of the scope, you will be very close to the edible block. Edible block numbers will be relayed by authorized personnel. Only eat blocks in the stipulated order to avoid severe poisoning. What the fuck? Crumbling is not an instance act, a fundamental pause. Dilapidation's processes are organized decays. Emily Dickinson. Ah! What? Dear brother, it is a somnambulant dawn, a cold awakening of day into night, of color into grief, and of memory into sorrow. And I write to you, my brother, to beg for your forgiveness, for I've become a building eater today. What the fuck is this game? Do not eat. Yes, I eat buildings. I wait beside the monitor for them to tell me what block to eat. What section, neatly carved, awaits my maw. And I consume the building piece by piece until ever so slowly the immutable form starts to lose its shape and decay, as if it was never there, leaving only the omnipresent hunger. Hey, Pickle. Oh my God, Pickle. The plus icon shows the position of the block. When it's inside the circle, you are very... What? Huh? Huh? Ready to break this and eat the correct block? Oh. Oh. What? The town is no more. They ate the walls of the courthouse. They ate the fort atop the hill. They ate our mosque and our roadside shrines. They ate the hospital and the old bazaar. the copper domes of the lantern factory. They ate the monastery and the jail. They ate all the secret chambers and all the nooks. They ate every corner and we fled. Is this like a super dark as fuck game and I'm just... Like, is this some like super dark commentary that I'm like struggling to piece together? I stood by as they ate the walls of my dispensary, soaking bricks in my medicine jars, pouring limestone curry into eager gullets as the roof started to crumble. I took my unguents and pills as my decoctions, the chemicals of my livelihood, the grain of my trade, before they could eat it all, and I threw them into the river. But I kept the old brass locks tied to the blue wooden door that now stands secure and solitary, devoid of the room it once enclosed. What the... Yeah, I gotta eat a block. Where are you, block? You're close. Yes. I'm poisoned. I hit the wrong block. What have I done? I failed. Is this all over? I can now only walk very slowly. Wait, what did that say? Something about manipulated? Abu, father, and Ami, mother, you ask. What about our house, you ask? The trunk full of garments, the silken threads, Baba's documents, and the family deeds? What about the neem tree in the courtyard? Surely that is still there. What about the old Fiat in the shed? The filled-in well, the water tank on a rickety scaffold? What about the street, the coppersmith, and the salt cellar? The capricious barber? What happened to the golden lighthouse, the palace of parrots, the alabaster courtroom? Surely there remains some imprint of a town more substantial than mere memory. Some of it has survived, a basement without a home, a piece of laterite crenellation from the fort, a shrub of pipes revealed from within a wall, like bones revealed at a pyre when the flesh sloughs away. And some pieces of the town travel with Abu and Ami on the train that I put them into, along with the countless others who have fled, carrying in their trunk of possessions a scent of home. But the town itself lies bereft of the town, a mirage upon an ardor of time. Unfortunately, about 20% of the words in this game I don't know. Okay. Okay, you're over here somewhere. You're over here. Where are you? How? How? You're like right around here. How do I eat this block? Is it better to eat from the outside? I feel like sometimes it shows up and sometimes it doesn't. Oh my god. I feel like it's this block. A dust of chili powder, a pinch of pepper and salt, a gulp of sodden debris, a hash of brick and sand, the disaggregate stone, the tiles roasted in the sun, bead curtains like peanuts popped, and door frames shaved into slivers of garnish. Yes, I've become a soldier of the locust army, a vulture of rubble, a concrete maggot. Do not judge my brother. It is the only honest work to be had, the only food that will still the gnawing hunger of yearning for a place that is no longer mine. They say there is pride in being an eater of buildings. It is a project to rid the land of the many burdens upon it, to cast a fine nation on a new earth, one where fissured lands and cracked facades and broken people, like Abu and Ami and me, are glued together in the common enterprise of erasure. I know only this, that I am hungry and these buildings fill my shrinking belly, if only for a little while. What is this? 85. Oh, is that the number that we need to get? Oh, okay. I am stationed at the far edge of town. Remember the hill? I'm eating a tower on the other side. There's no noise to this process, just the sound of my jaws crushing the debris of mortar and lime and stone and wood made pliant by boring of time. Devastation, you see, occurs in its own peculiar silence. 963. Come on. Where are you? I just saw you. I wonder what it is that I am eating. What building is this? A tower, a turret, a hall? I cannot tell. I do not remember this part of town. It looks different now that it is empty. I like to think of it as a place from one of Abu's stories, a story place. A place fantastic, a non-place become material to feed my belly as it once fed my dreams. Perhaps this is the hunting lodge, where the Pasha of Jumbali from Abu's tale was given a poisoned cup of tea and died writhing on the floor. Oh, God. I mean, the one thing you can say about this is it is pretty. Or perhaps it is the silo from the story of the mad clockmaker that Abu narrated every winter, when our beds were pushed together in a single room to share the heat. And when sleep eluded our gathered clan, Abu would jump and mime the story of alarm clocks that, like overripe grapes, burst in clangor. And the music's nice. But what does it mean? What does it mean? Or maybe it is the old bastion, the macabre vestibule, where the sandal merchants gathered to plot the end of the rule of Bur Maharaj, and unfolded a blood-laden tale, a ghastly story, all the more joyously told by Abu on days where our meals were frugal, and our bellies had to be distracted from their complaint. I dream of these fantastical places, of rooms from stories long remembered, as I eat this tower, because I know not, brother, what I eat. Each block I consume is a prelude to the next. Each piece of stone, each fragment of wood or marble, each pane of glass is a morsel in time, and I've become the void that is the future. I am only glad that I am not eating somebody's home. A camera, a bed, a cupboard, a wall imprinted by warm hands, a floor indented by age. I'm glad that my building is faceless, that it is just a tower, a turret of little import. I'm glad that I do not eat the mihrab of a mosque or the lintel of a door lovingly decorated with leaves. I do not wish to eat those. I do not wish to eat a home or shrine, my dearest brother, and I pray to Allah that they never ask me to eat a graveyard. Ah! I wonder if this is like... Do I need some historical knowledge or like religious knowledge for this to click more? 253. Because with each grain of sand I swallow, I still wonder who ate your gravestone, who ate the small pillar of veined rock on which I carved your name. How could they have eaten it? Was it a kafir or a devout? Was it someone so hungry that they never saw that it was a gravestone, your gravestone? Or did they perhaps relish it, delight in eating your grave, your final bed? Perhaps that is why I eat buildings, my dear brother. Perhaps one day I'll be asked to eat a gravestone, and then I will know if I am hungry enough to eat it. And then my condemnation will be complete. I shall lose all hope of ever reaching you, and then perhaps, secure in the knowledge of the gulf that separates us, I shall find peace again. This game was created from support of Phoenix Leicester. A site-specific variant of this game was displayed at Phoenix Leicester at the Video Game Art Gallery, Chicago. Okay. I mean, that was really pretty. Let's see what people say about this. Okay. The indifferent wonder of an edible place. The indifferent wonder of an edible place. Studio Oleo Mingus managed to ask poignant questions about what it means to be part of a racing history and what can be done, if anything, to intervene. It is particularly heart-wrenching. The Indifferent Wonder of an Edible Place is a short interactive tale about a building eater consuming a tower on the edge of the town of Matsyapura, using a blend of descriptive text and surrealist visuals. It is our attempt to ponder the violence and erasure of the profound grief of having to survive on the margins of history. In 1960, when the state of Bombay split like an egg on the jagged edge of the Western Ghats and formed the territories, the town of Matsyapura was abandoned by government decree to make it easier to draw a clean border between the states. Mir Umar Hassan, the fabled Gujarati poet, lamented this willful and violent erasure of an ancient town. And in the delightful satirical poem titled "The Building Eat," okay, so this is like a visual representation of a poem. The Building Eaters of Matsyapur, he wrote about the vapid consumption of a place and the creation of a populace that is devoid of the flavors of their individual and munificent past. With recent cause to recollect the horror of the demolition and the solidarity with the protests against the draconian actions of our government, we are revisiting Umar Hassan's original poem. Okay. That was, you know, generally on these random game days, we play some goofy shit. And that was a very different direction than I was expecting. Okay. Okay.